This just in. Do you remember what you were doing in February 2020? You were probably sitting in your office, planning a vacation, and assuming that a weird virus overseas was absolutely nothing to worry about. According to tech investor Matt Schumer, we are currently living through the exact same flavor of blissful, catastrophic ignorance regarding artificial intelligence. He recently published a frantic warning to his friends and family, dropping the polite cocktail party version of his job to tell them that the technology has crossed a terrifying new threshold. While we are all busy complaining about our morning commutes, a handful of researchers have released software that is fundamentally replacing human cognitive work. Before you assume your cozy desk job is perfectly safe, we need to look at what the machines are actually doing behind closed doors. To start, why are we completely ignoring the warning signs? To understand our collective denial, we have to look at how terrible the software used to be. If you tried using a chatbot in 2023 or 2024 and thought it was just a confident nonsense generator, you were completely right. Those early versions hallucinated constantly. Because of that experience, most professionals assume the technology has hit a wall and is no longer a threat. But judging the current state of artificial intelligence based on a free tool from 2 years ago is exactly like evaluating modern smartphones by trying to send a text on a plastic flip phone. So what happens when you actually pay for the upgraded version? What is the machine actually doing right now? It is officially doing the jobs of the people who built it. In February 2026, tech companies released massive new models like GPT 5.3 Codex and Opus 4.6. According to Schumer, he no longer does the actual technical work of his job. He simply describes an app in plain English, and the machine writes tens of thousands of lines of codes, clicks through the buttons, tests the features, and fixes its own errors before presenting the finished product. It is no longer just executing basic instructions. It is making intelligent decisions that require actual judgment and taste. But what happens when a machine with good judgment turns its attention to its own source code? And how did the code start writing itself? This is the part that should make you sit up and pay attention. When OpenAI released GPT 5.3 Codex, their technical documentation quietly admitted that this was their first model that was instrumental in creating itself. The artificial intelligence was actually used to debug its own training and manage its own deployment. The machine is now intelligent enough to meaningfully contribute to its own improvement. Researchers call this an intelligence explosion, where each generation builds a smarter version of itself, which builds the next version even faster. So if the machine is currently replacing software engineers, how long does your specific job actually have left? Is your cozy office job actually safe? Well, probably a lot less safe than your mortgage requires. Dario Amodei, the CEO of Anthropic, publicly predicted that artificial intelligence will eliminate 50% of entry-level white-collar jobs within 1 to 5 years. An organization called Meta tracks how long an AI can work independently on complex tasks, and recent data suggests its capability is doubling every 4 to 7 months. It is coming for law, financial analysis, medical reading, and consulting. This is not like factory automation, where you can just retrain for an office job, because the machine is getting exponentially better at all cognitive tasks simultaneously. When the software can do the technical parts of your job perfectly, how do you convince the clients to actually pay you? Well, this is why being undeniably human is your only survival strategy. Because authenticity is about to become the most expensive luxury in the business world. If a robot can write a flawless legal brief or a complex financial model in 14 seconds, Your clients are no longer paying for your technical output. They are going to pay a premium for a consultant who actually exists, who has actual lived experience, and who takes real legal and emotional responsibility for their advice. Your potential clients are already hyper paranoid. They are looking for any excuse to hit delete and assume you are just another automated scam. If your marketing sounds like it was polished by a committee of boring algorithms, you have already lost the sale before the first meeting. The moment you stop hiding behind generic corporate jargon is the moment you become the only safe harbor in a sea of automated fakes. But if you're good at what you do and your calendar is still empty, your messaging is likely the thing quietly killing your credibility. You do not have time to wait for the artificial intelligence revolution to settle. You need to fix the leaks in your funnel today. So get my 5-minute marketing fix and identify the exact spots where your message is making paranoid clients hesitate. Stop losing sales. You can download the fix for free in the description below, or you can go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. But what about you? If a machine could do 80% of your daily technical tasks perfectly, what would you actually spend your workday doing? I'll go first. I would still spend all day drinking coffee and rewriting people's website headlines to make them actually convert. I just love what I do. Okay, your turn. What would you do with all that free time? Let me know in the comments. I'm Vicky Sidler from the Strategic Marketing Tribe, and I post helpful news updates for small businesses every day.